I don't know how to sit comfortably on the sofa. Closer, not closer. Let's see. Hello camera, I'm here. Okay, can you follow me? No. Should I sit like this? Or like that? Just comfortably. Hello everyone. This is Slavic Muslima, CEO of my life. If you don't know me, this channel is about spirituality, personal growth, being the best version of yourself today in comparison to yesterday. All you have to do is choose. My coffee is waiting for me already. You can absolutely be and choose the best version of yourself today in comparison to yesterday, right here, right now. We are not wasting any more time. Let's proceed to today's topic. Our thoughts are so powerful that are influencing the direction of our life, because we are the creators of our life and we are choosing every single day which direction we're gonna go to, because we have free will and we can choose every day differently. This is how powerful we are, that our thoughts can sometimes trick us into believing, thinking that's something that we think it's good for us. Actually, it's not good. I invite you to the talk about the art of thinking. What type of thinking are you practicing? Are you just thinking because your brain is just thinking without thinking what you're thinking about? Are you just collecting more information, collecting more, reading, scrolling, collecting more and more? Have you ever thought about that maybe too much information is preventing you from living your best life? It's worth just taking a moment and enjoying this coffee without using brain and over analyzing everything. Without thinking about anything. Can you do that? The other day, me and my mom, I challenged them. We were eating ice cream and I said that let's do some fun exercise. Let's see how is this gonna go. The aim of the challenge, it was actually quite challenging, was to eat the ice cream without thinking, without saying anything, and just keeping the attention on the ice cream while you just enjoy it. You just enjoy the present moment, like me now, enjoying my coffee, talking to the camera and just enjoying without thinking. They were confused a bit why I am saying this to them. But yes, of course, they accepted that. And guess what happened? Oh my God. We were having so much laugh because none of us could concentrate on eating the ice cream and being in the present moment. Everyone, 3 of us, were talking about random stuff that it didn't make sense at all. We started laughing because this showed us that our brain is constantly working, even if we don't want to. Of course, yes, constantly working, meaning constantly thinking about something. And you know what are the risks of thinking constantly about something? It's you can't relax, you are not resting at all. You are not in a present moment, enjoying this present moment. You are running, your brain is running. And when you're thinking about things, you're creating stories, and sometimes you acting according to your stories. Which also means you are maybe changing the direction of your life. This is how powerful is our brain. And knowing about it, being conscious about that, will definitely change your life. Definitely. And in these videos, I want to show you how to do it, because I am practicing this. And it actually definitely helps and definitely works to your advantage. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, and your life is so much different. Do you remember times where you was just happy, like a child? I remember like a simple ice cream when it was so hot in Poland. Oh my God. I used to love eating chocolate ice cream and strawberry ice cream. And when my mom was getting the ice cream, I was so happy. I was not overthinking, I was not thinking, I was literally thinking about the ice cream while I was eating the ice cream. That was a fun time. That was a time when I was enjoying myself. That was pure bliss. And I always wanted to grow up to have money so I could buy 5 ice creams in one go. And I could eat 5 ice creams in the same time. Obviously one after the other, if I could. And now, in fact, I can buy 5 ice creams. And what I do? I eat 2 ice creams, one after the other. And do I enjoy myself? Well, if I am mindful about that, yes, I do. But if I am not, no. I am in my head thinking about what's going to happen soon, what's going to happen tomorrow. Because we go to sleep. We go to sleep. I went to sleep for like 3 weeks straight. I was sleeping. Wow. I finally woke up from the dream. Being in the maze of your head, it's such a dangerous place to be sometimes. You need to escape sometimes from that maze. So yes, usually we take all of this information overload. Reading, scrolling, watching, next, watching. Why are you collecting all of this information? Are they useful? Are you using them? Why are you collecting all of these information? Again, let me remind you, or if you never ever watched my videos, let me tell you where we can all start. Doesn't matter how old are you, you can start now. And this is the key. If we are too much in our maze, stop there. Recognize it. Be aware of this. Stop there. There is always chance. There is always new second in your life. And now it's the most important. Now is the gateway to change your life. The present moment always. Doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life. When you decide to change your life, the present moment is the gateway. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter if someone made you angry yesterday. It does not matter anymore. Why? Because you can choose differently. You do not have to pay any more attention. Choosing the present moment, when you are consciously going into a present, is the first step. If you are too much in your maze and you feel like you are either sinking, you feel like you just can't deal with it, you don't know what is going on, the energy is too heavy. You can lighten that from the present moment. You can change your life from inside, and this is the most important, not from the outside, because that from outside is already too late. From inside. It's the mirror effect. What is inside will be reflected onto outside. Always, always. It's like 2 + 2 is only 4. And I have been saying this in my videos because I am absolutely believing that this is necessary. Why? Even myself, I practice this on a regular basis and I keep forgetting about this. This is how strongly we have been programmed from the early childhood. To think in a linear way, to think in A, B, C, D, E, to think in the order of things, to think in the way as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you know that you can live your life, let's say, in being first 1 and then 5 straight away. You can do it. The problem is that we have been programmed, wired through our nervous system from the early age to think in a linear way. But literally we do not have to do it at all. There is a lot of shortcuts. There is a lot of shortcuts. And it might not be easy to understand this straight away. I get it, I get it. You don't have to overthink things anymore. Because whatever you choose, therefore it is. And if you really, truly understand what I'm saying, you will see it. Okay, let's go, 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 go. Now, question for you. Remind yourself of a situation from your past that you was completely happy. Just a little small moment in your life, little or big, moment that you felt joyful, happy. What did you think in that moment? What did you think in that moment? I bet you wasn't thinking anything, right? That is the whole point. That's the whole point. You was definitely not thinking about, oh, what's gonna happen tomorrow? I have to pay bills. Oh my God, someone's gonna be unhappy, blah, blah, blah. All of this negative thoughts, for example. You was thinking nothing, most probably. You was enjoying the moment, being in that present moment, thinking nothing. Just being, just enjoying. Wow, crazy. Such a simple, not so simple thing. The less you think, the more happy you are. It takes courage. It takes courage to look at your mirror. But realization helps, definitely. Get rid of the thoughts. Get rid of them. The less of the thoughts, the more happy you're going to be. This maze is not gonna make you happy. No way. No way. In terms of energy and your frequency, when you're getting rid of the unnecessary thoughts, you are creating a space. You are creating space for new, for the only selected things that you truly need. And then your vibration, it's definitely going up. Guarantee you that. What is your relationship with your thoughts? Are you aware of what's going on in your head, is there too much overthinking that prevents you from experiencing this life in a way that you could just be happy, being in the present moment and enjoying the present moment without overthinking. Next, 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 stop, next, stop, next, 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 next. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you ever relaxing? Is your brain ever relaxing? We vibing on many different frequencies, every single one of us. It's like, what's it called? When you, aerial? TV aerial. Yes. We can influence each other. Even if I was happy, for example, and then I come across negative people straight away, I observe that to my system, to my thinking, the way I think. That's why it is important to be able to clean yourself from the negative vibes as well, because you're gonna be transferring that onto someone else. If there is a lot of negative, toxic energy, you sometimes accidentally might carry this over to someone else, to someone else, to someone else, to someone else. But you can break that cycle as well. Of course, it is so addictive to be able to speak to your friends, talk to your friends and just gossip about someone, just gossip, just gossip. You know, this dopamine hit, so nice, so juicy. But ultimately, this affects you, not the person, you yourself, because you carry this negative frequency that you are not getting rid of. But spotting that in a conscious way, that, oh my God, my thoughts are again trying to make me gossip about this person, let's say. And I'm stopping there, I'm not entertaining. Of course, it is difficult, right? Because the dopamine is nice to be able to just have a little fantasy, have a little enjoyment. That's why people love watching series, programs about gossiping and stuff like this, because it is so addictive, of course. But what's gonna happen to your vibration? And little reminder, we want to vibe on a higher frequency. Why? Because on a higher frequency, there is more opportunities. You can access opportunities that otherwise you will never, ever, ever, ever in a million years be able to experience. Oh, I have thoughts circulating. Oh, do I want to go into that negative thoughts? No, I don't. I reject them. Because why? Because I have realized that I can do this, and I have realized that, oh, these thoughts are there, but I don't have to select them. And what is this? Thoughts. Why are they appearing? The thoughts is your ego. It's your ego. And ego is the protector. But ego will prevent you from growing. Ego will prevent you from pushing yourself, and ego will prevent you to be out of your comfort zone, because ego loves comfort. Ego loves the things that ego is comfortable with, which is the familiar experiences, familiar emotions. You could ask me what happened that I started to be in a process of waking up. At some point in my life, I found myself in an environment, in a very toxic environment. I'm not blaming people, of course I do, but when they are unconscious, then there is nothing I can do. In a very toxic environment I found myself at some point in my life. I've realized that these people are hurting themselves, no one else. And although I felt sorry for them, it started the negative energy, the toxicity started to affect me in a way that I needed to clean the energy for at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks was taking me to clean that negative energy from my system. I knew that this is not who I am myself. I was a bit naive because, I don't know, just like I always try to look at people from the angle of them being a good people, and this is something that not necessarily is the truth. And my mind, the way my mind works is that straight away I look for solutions for someone. But the funny thing is that many people, they don't want the solution at all, even if you tell them what the solution is, because they want to reinforce their belief that whatever their way of thinking is correct way of thinking. So this is the ego, the protector. But when it comes to myself, yes, I found myself in that toxic environment for quite some time. And I've realized that these people, they are doing this to themselves. They constantly talking about other people. And what they're doing, they're creating their stories. You talk about someone and then literally you are creating that story, reinforcing that belief that this person is in fact how you are describing him or her. And this is what you see on a 3D through your own filters. The solution to that would be just stop blaming other people and just stop gossiping and just looking at yourself. That's it. The problem is fixed. I've realized after some time that these people, they don't want to fix any problems. It's that dopamine that is keeping them stuck. I'm giving you the answer here, if you would be ever interested about what is actually going on. So this is what is going on. People can be addicted to dopamine so much because it makes you feel nice. This is actually reinforcing your beliefs about your preconceptions about the specific opinion that you have in your head. For example, I can say that all white people are racist. And even, and if I have that opinion, I will be carrying on. I will be carrying that belief in me. And I will be creating the stories. And all it starts from the way we have been programmed, from the way our brain operates and what sort of stories we are telling ourselves, and are we overthinking things. But again, we can stop that right here, right now, in the present moment. I started practicing relaxation and trying not to control everything. I started observing my thoughts, and I've realized that they are just appearing in my head, but I have the power to not to select them, to observe them. And this is where the meditation practices, meditation meaning being in a present moment, practicing being in a present moment, meaning just being. Do you remember when I was telling you about the exercise that I suggested to my mom and sister while we were eating the ice cream? Try yourself. It's so simple. Try with your friend with your family member. Check if you are able to be in a present moment. Suddenly you start talking about some nonsense. Even it doesn't make sense. It's like disjoint conversation. One person says this, then the other person says that, and nothing makes sense. Just observe your thoughts. Just observe it. What are you losing? Nothing. No pressure, relaxation, no pressure, not forcing anything, not forcing the thoughts to conform your beliefs. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Remember, it is all about emptying your head, creating space. It is about creating space, because the energy, the vibration can organically go up. Creating space, it's not forcing. The energy is not very heavy. Okay? I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain as much as I can to you guys, and as simpler as I can, because I see these things, but these are things that are not in materialistic world. Therefore it is more difficult to explain, because they are not on a 3D. They are not printed from inside to the outside. Of course they can be when you act according to every single thoughts of yours. Through your actions you're creating. But I try my best, and I know that you can understand. Thinking, oh, I don't have money. Thinking, I don't have this, I don't have this. I want to have this, I want to have that. I want to have luxury holidays. I want to have a nice dresses, nice clothes. I want to have everything that, I want to have the lifestyle that they're showing on Instagram, and especially the influencers that have like over a few thousand likes, which is, by the way, very scary when I see these things. It's not that I am jealous or something, but I'm just concerned, and all of this makeup and all of this perfect body and perfect car, whatever, all of this materialistic stuff, it's just concerning me. But this is where the overthinking is. Too much being in your head. I don't have this, I would like to have this. What sort of vibration this creates? Negative vibration. There is the vibration of pressure and control, that it's very heavy in energy. This is where the vibration can go very low. This is where the jealousy starts. This is where all of the negative thoughts starts. This is where, comparison starts. This is where lack of belief in yourself starts. This is where the overthinking starts about your value as a human being. All of this is created from what? From overthinking, which adds to the problem. When from that energy you are creating your life from that space. When there is no space of creation, because you are not allowing for the space to exist, because your head is full of these thoughts. What we are trying to practice, is to create the space, to get rid of the thoughts. Another example where living in a huge cities, it's not very healthy. Crazy, right? It's too much energy. I am guarding myself as much as I can. Trust me. As much as I can. I protect my energy as much as I can. I'm doing this okay. I mean, I am managing, but trust me, it's not easy. But alhamdulillah, segregating myself, as you can see, people can see that I have headscarf, so Alhamdulillah, straight away this is eliminating a lot of people from my life, which I'm very grateful for, alhamdulillah. Many of our mental health problems could be eliminated just by sticking to simple, very simple practices. But many people cannot do it. Many people cannot do it. They're in that overthinking state, and many psychological services, that's why they exist, because we can I can go to psychologists, for example, and I can talk about my problems, 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 and I can talk about my problems. I give you the solution. I give you shortcut that you can use in your life consciously. Don't get me wrong. Of course, people do have mental issues. Okay. But many of these mental issues, in my opinion, created from a lack of accountability, responsibility for your life. Because it's easier to blame someone else, the external world, rather than the internal, where you can just start from here, from the present moment, and that's it. But you have to have the guts to do it, to look at your mirror, and that's it. No toxic vibes, not toxic vibes accepted. You can protect yourself. How? You can just your vibration. It's all about your vibration. When you are vibing on a high frequency, guess what? The lower frequencies, you are untouchable. You are untouchable. Trust me on that one. You can simply choose. You are not participating in your overthinking and creation from inside to the outside. Simple as. You are not accepting negative energy, and you are not participating. You are not, having this little gossip here and there. But it is tempting. It is tempting. I know it is. When we are aware that our thoughts are floating, our thoughts are circulating in our brain, we do not have to pay attention. And in a few milliseconds, they will disappear. But recognizing that is the crucial moment where you have full autonomy, absolutely, you have full control over the selection of your thoughts. Realize, acknowledge, and spot that, okay, there is a negative energy circulating and I don't want to select it, I reject it. You just simply switch your attention to something else, and then that will go away. But if you're gonna be in your head, thinking about it, thinking, okay, then you are in that maze of that negative thoughts. If you can recognize that, this will eliminate a lot of problems from your life. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, fine. I have negative thought. Okay, fine. Let it go. Let it go. Can you do it? You can. Of course you can. I can. You can. Of course. And this is how you are rewiring your nervous system. If you are constantly coming back to the same thoughts, you cannot get rid of them, okay, then you have to adopt a different strategy. You have to find out why you are constantly having very similar thoughts. And when you slow down, when you sit in silence, and if you ask yourself why, your own true self knows the answer. Embrace that beautiful life, embrace that possibility of learning, okay? And being better human being tomorrow, starting today. Again, create a space. Empty your head. Empty your head. It's definitely too much. There is definitely too much overthinking. It's too much, guys. Too much overthinking. Too much overthinking. Let's just all get a coffee, sit down, relax, okay? We're stopping this now. We are stopping this now. We are not participating. We are not doing this anymore, okay? We are not. We don't need to do it. We don't need to do it. Let's not do it. Let's not carry on. And whatever happened, happened, okay? This is in the past. Absolutely, really and truly is in the past. We have present moment, we have now. Life is a blessing, subhanallah, alhamdulillah. Let's create a positive energy. It's too much negativity in today's modern life. Okay, it's too much. We don't need this. And really and truly, I wish you all the best. You believe me, you don't believe me, you do believe me. I wish you all the best, every single one of you. And I am happy for everything. Everything is a lesson, everything is a blessing. This life, it's not easy, but it does not have to be extremely difficult as well, okay? It does not. It's all up to you. It's up to myself. I wish you all the best, really and truly, and from the bottom of my heart, I do. Let's keep it simple, keep it light, get rid of these negative thoughts in your head. Okay, let's just move on. Let's create a space for a new opportunity, for a new day, for a new you, because you deserve it. You are worth it, okay? And you are a very powerful being, and I wish you all the best. I know that I'm repeating myself. Let's be in our power. Let's just drop all of this ego things. Let's just leave it, seriously. Just leave it. It's 2025. It's 2025. This is the year, this is the year, this is the time of the truth. Okay? This is the time of the truth. Be true to yourself. Be the best version of yourself. And be your authentic self. We need more authenticity. This is much needed in today's society. We need to be authentic, no matter how harsh sometimes or how difficult this can be, okay? Taking the full responsibility for our life, for our mental state, it's the best way. It's the best way to create that space for new. And leave the old behind, okay? Leave the old behind. We don't need it. We don't need that negative energy. We don't need to have that bitterness. We don't want to go in life to feel that bitterness, and this prevents us from growing, from experiencing the beauty of this life, the simplicity of this life. Too much overthinking, okay? It's okay. Things happen. I know. We all do have that bitter emotions, negative emotions. Maybe someone hurt us. But letting go, it's the path to freedom. Yes, letting go, it's the path to freedom, and you can free yourself only if you decide to free yourself. You can do it just like that. Do it for the sake of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you as always. I really, truly do. I wish you all the best. And I hope you liked this video. If you could put a like, that would help me. I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that, okay? I would appreciate that so much, and the exchange of the energy could exist, because ultimately your energy needs to go onto something, so it would be nice if I could receive that appreciation from you. Have a good day and see you next time. Bye.